Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Let's Play Monster Hunter Rise for the Nintendo Switch. We have a new urgent quest that has just come into our lap here, and we have to go talk to Yomogi the chef to figure out what exactly that is. Pain, have you heard? Have you heard the terrible news? This is a real emergency. Ow. I bit my tongue. Oh, right, the news. A Great Izuchi is tearing up the shrine ruins. It's absolute carnage. Okay, slight exaggeration, but there really is a Great Izuchi, and it's parked its stupid monster butt right on our main trade route. Please, you gotta get rid of it. If you don't, my supply of dango ingredients won't get delivered. Please. Oh, thank you so much. I love you. Okay. Hunting that Great Izuchi is now an urgent quest that you can accept from Hinoa. Bye. All right, there we go. So now we have our first real big monster to go fight, excluding the Kuluyaku that we killed in the arena quest. I'm not counting that one. But yeah. And we only have one person to talk to, Hinoa.
It's a good day for a hunt.
Pain, an urgent quest has just been issued. Urgent quests need to be taken care of ASAP. And if you don't, things can get bad, like real bad, and right now, things are looking grim. Yomogi ran over and told me that a Great Izuchi is blocking an important trade route near the shrine ruins. And it's not only any old trade route, it's the one merchants use to bring the ingredients for bunny dango. Oh no, we might actually run out of bunny dango. I feel faint. You've got to get rid of that monster. But be careful. Great Izuchi usually have a band of mini Izuchi in tow. They can gang up on you if you don't watch out. Okay, get out there and save our dango.
Make sure to check the special quest as well.
So as you can see here, we also get our optional quests completed. We'll grab the ore gathering, more perma buffers, always the easiest, and that looks like everything for now. This next quest is in the Shrine Ruins, so this will make this optional quest, the Shrine Ruins, be completed. And as you can see, it's not actually as urgent as the game likes to point out, but it is urgent enough for you to want to probably do it so you can move on to the next tier of quests. Of course, if we want, we could go do Unpious Peons and the help with maintenance, which will allow us to get a bit more gear before moving on to the Great Izuchi, but I'm confident in my abilities, and we'll still try and get those leather armor pieces at some point. But we're not ready just yet. Well, we are ready, but we don't have to do that one. Great Izuchi, Great Pain. Hunt a Great Izuchi. We have 50 minutes. We're going to be earning 900 Zenny. Actually, looks like we don't have to pay any money to grab this quest, which is super nice. But I do believe you have to pay for the hub quests, maybe. Unless they just remove that feature altogether. I just never noticed. Regardless, though, this is our client is Yomogi the chef. And a summary, a stupid Great Izuchi is going crazy at the shrine ruins, meaning my ingredients supplier is seriously in danger. Can you deal with that dumb Great Izuchi so my supplier can deliver the ingredients? Absolutely.
Don't forget to eat.
I do like how they remind you to eat, and on top of that, let's go ahead and just make sure that our item loadout OSP is selected so we have nothing with us when we jump into the quest, so plenty of space for resources. Of course, if you're a little bit worried going into this quest, do feel free to go ahead and grab some mega potions and things like that to give yourself that little bit of an edge as we go in there. But we'll grab some supplies as we go in and move towards the monster. Go ahead, eat a meal using points, because again, I don't really use these points for anything other than meals at this point. So it's okay to spend them. And we need the money anyway. Order the usual, so we get some more honey. I want all the honey. Hey, look at that. Gatherer, Polisher, and Calculator. I'll take it. We'll jump on into the quest. Very excited. I also just realized that this background art is a huge spoiler. Game. Showing every monster in the game at once? How could you do this? What do you take before? Oh.
First comes the Vanguard, unstoppable tank. Then comes a second, attacking the flank. the general, the highest in rank. A trio of blades, swift as a gale. They cut to the bone and kill without fail.
Beautiful. By the way, in Japanese, they have it like really old school, like feudal Japan, like voice acting going on. It's really, really nice. Really, really slick. I love it. Okay, so for now, we'll go ahead and hit R3 to select the monster. So whenever we press L1, when we get close to the monster, it'll actually have a camera that locks onto them. I never use this feature, but I'm just pointing it out for the sake of it. Also on top of that, we can see that the monster is in the middle of the map and that there doesn't appear to be any other question marks, so we're only dealing with one large monster. You can also see those great lilies that we activated great wirebugs on are all highlighted in orange, and the ones that aren't activated are the ones in white. So we always know which ones we have currently available to us on the map. If you join a multiplayer match, by the way, you'll also notice that they are only the wirebugs that you've placed and not the ones that the host has placed, so don't rely on someone else having already placed these things on the map for you, because you won't get any benefit from it whatsoever. As we go along here, though, we gotta pay for our dango meals somehow, so we're gonna quickly grab this little shimmering fire lanterns just for a few extra points. It's only 100 Kamura points anyway for this type of thing, so it's not really that bad. And I guess while we're at it, we'll grab this wirebug, but I do kind of want to make sure that we have enough resources to maybe grab that leather armor, because it will be kind of nice to have just for farming. While we're at it, grab that flash bug, thank you. I'll even select it so we can blast this Great Izuchi in the eyeballs. So we'll just kind of be a little bit wary of where the Great Izuchi is. The areas are still delineated by numbers, much like in older Monster Hunter games, and it helps you coordinate with your friends as well. And while we're at it, grab this unique item. Again, never something you have to do, but I like to do it. I like to grab them every now and again, especially if I'm near them. Maybe once you get to high rank, not really as important. Oh yeah, while we're at it, shortcut number 2. Remember, we set up a nice little shortcut to take pictures, and I know for a fact we need a picture of this guy right here. Also, these guys can still rob me, so I have to be a little bit careful about that. There you go. Kill him.
That's what I'm talking about.
We'll grab the whale nard anyway. Maybe we can actually lure the monster into a trap. Who knows? Not that I'm ever that clever. Trust me, I'm not a clever man. I just do things. I have fun. I have fun. Bark, bark. I think my dog was doing like a special ability there. I'm not entirely sure. You also tell your pets in the buddy, what do you call it, the buddy board, like what they should be targeting. So if you don't want them attacking small monsters, period, you can actually essentially stop them from doing so and have them only focus on big monsters, or vice versa, whatever you really care for. Nice, you got an extra first aid. Sweet. Anyway, the cat slaughter will continue until morale improves. Thank you. Damn. It's a low drop rate for these paw tickets, but it's a drop rate nonetheless, and we may get what we're looking for. Also looks like the Great Izuchi is just up ahead here. So do I fight the Great Izuchi right now? That is the million-dollar question, huh?
Mine.
Listen up!
Stinkminks have the ability to lure monsters. Look at him in his natural habitat. We'll also see if we can take a nice little Pokemon snap of him. Hey, get out of the way, you. Oh, hi. He looks a little upset.
Let's see.
I think he noticed me, as you can see by the red eyeball. Oh, I guess it's red eyeball now, so all the time. So even if they're not raging. That's weird. Oh, no, he's not engaged in combat with me at all. Well, what the heck, game? Changing your rules, I see. There's also a little item on the ground there, too. There we go. Oh, now we're in combat. I'm going to try to ignore him for now. I didn't pick up the trap bug, so I can't get him to, oh, ow, temporarily retreat. We're just gonna ignore him. Run right past. This little baby chomp is just that, a little baby chomp. Monsters do typically want to just hang out in their region that they are in, unless they're raging, and then they'll follow you to different zones. Nice, we got a Thunder Beetle here. So here's the Bullfango I was talking about a few episodes back that we need to kill for warm pelts, I believe they're called. Or no, Bullfango pelts in this case. Actually, they might also drop warm pelts.
Doing great!
These guys here are the Banahabras, or whatever the hell. And sometimes they just explode, unfortunately. But if you can use poisons or something along those lines, they have a chance to not explode. And of course you get the rarest Bullfango item, the Bullfango head, which does look pretty cool, but it's not something we're looking for right now.
That's what I'm talking about!
There we go.
Comes the messy part.
Looks like Yuna here is actually a bombardier. Yeah, I didn't select what my cat did, so I totally forgot about that in character creation, that you can choose what your cat does. But it doesn't really matter. It's not the biggest of deals. Let's jump on... Should we jump on our doggy? I think we'll jump on our doggy. Also make sure to keep our stamina nice and high. Oh, we might need some Gajal parts as well. That's these little shark dudes. Again, I always recommend that you kill these smaller monsters, harvest their parts, see what you can find, because sometimes it might just be an item you're looking for. Especially in low rank, there's a lot of items and weapons that require some weird small monster part, and you're like, where the heck do I get this? I fought every big monster in the game, and then you realize that's where you went wrong. You only fought the big monsters, so sometimes you just need them. Thankfully, it's not nearly as bad as what it used to be back in the old school Monster Hunter games, where you had to like start farming these cephadromes or whatever the hell they're called, or piscine things, and trying to collect their stupid livers or whatever. That shit was a nightmare. But the whiskers are what we're looking for here, the Gajal whiskers, as I do know for a fact there is some items in the game that require these whiskers, so this will be very, very important to us later on. Oh, nice. A trio of Bugs. Delicious. Don't mind if I do. Ooh, and a poison toad. I think that might max out our helper cage. Yep, there you go. But that's okay. And we'll even grab these bushes here. Nice. And Gargwa poops out a little egg here. So now let's go. Oh god, let's see if I can put my dog on me. Can I ride the dog? No, I cannot. Okay. Even though I'm telling him to pick me up, he's not going to be able to do it because I'm holding the egg. Okay, good to know. Oh, wait, how do you drop the egg again? Ooh, there you go. Goodbye. And when you drop the egg, it's dead. Forever. So don't worry about it.
Nap.
And I got a god bug. Nice, nice, nice. And we got to continue our game of Pokemon Snap. I don't think you need a picture of a Gargwa. But I'm going to take a picture of a Gargwa, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and I've got to take a picture of the stupid Whalenard again. Damn it. I know for a fact we need that one. Or did I take a picture of the Whalenard? I can't remember. This is how my brain works. It just sometimes turns off. It doesn't exist anymore. It's the best. Oh, well. Okay. So we killed some Bullfango. Looks like Great Izuchi has moved on down. Aha! We need to kill some of these guys, though. That's kind of the nice thing. Like, you always have a bit of time before actually moving on to fighting the actual target monster, which I really appreciate. Oh, darn. Okay, before he gets back up, because this one's actually knocked out. Thank you. There you go, just, you know, harvested the fleshy bits from that monster. Is he knocked out or is he dead? I can't tell anymore. Oh yeah, he's knocked out. So we just harvested his pelt while he was unconscious. Perfectly humane. and reasonable. Okay? Okay, okay. Oh, I see. So when they're knocked out, we can't actually hit them. I see, I see, I see. Sometimes when you're hitting a dead monster, it still allows you to get the level up on your spirit gauge, which is the little sword on the top left. You typically want your spirit gauge to be in the red, but when we're not in combat with like a main big monster, chances of it being in the red is pretty low. Especially when you're just fighting some babies. Some baby monsters for babies. Hey, there we go. Pretty nice having some allies, though, around just to kind of help you kill these cats. I wonder if they even do drop the paw prints in low rank. I'm actually really curious, because we have seen that Yuna's harvested one from their ugly, dead corpses. They're only ugly because they steal my shit. Alright, jewel lilies, might as well plop them down here. I think that's the last one I have. If you ever need to check, you can go into your item pouch, and as you can see on the bottom there, we have 0 left. But that's okay. We don't need any more. We'll grab more later.
Here.
And the way that you usually get more is by doing side quests for the guy that gave us our first little batch of them to try out. Alright, well, I think for now, let's go ahead and try and get over to Great Izuchi. These are Wirebugs to move around. Again, like I said, you may notice I don't use the dog all that much. I love traversing the game. Using the Wirebugs is just an absolute joy. And you feel like a goddamn ninja, dude. Feels good, man. Alright, here we go. We're starting in yellow. We don't have to worry about any roars with the Great Izuchi either, which is always great. So we'll just try our best, do as much damage as humanly possible to the thing. And see if we can't get some big damage. Oopsies. Oh god, I missed twice. I'm trying to use my Wirebug to do what's called the Helm Splitter. Unfortunately, I completely whiffed because I'm not doing it at close range. But that's okay. Oh, he's gonna go for that. Okay. And the game is right when it says he will use his allies actively to try and attack with him, but I don't see any of his allies with him at the moment, so I think he needs to do a rallying call of some sort to get his friends to come hang out. He's now raging, as you can see by the breath on him, much like the Kuluyaku that we fought. Nope, once again, whiffing my Great Wirebug, or my regular Wirebug. There's his rallying call. See if we can get this Helm Splitter in. Oh, so close. So one great way to make this a little bit easier of a fight is to try and focus on his allies. As you can see, they're all getting into combat unison. There's nothing wrong with just going for his buddies. There you go. Uh-oh. Went for a hit on us there. That's okay. His buddy's still alive, too. Oh, there we go. Our allies actually took him out. Go for another Helm Splitter. Not too bad.
Watch your health.
Alright, we're a little bit injured right now, so we're going to go ahead and use a first aid. Keep in mind that our gear is not leveled up at the moment, so we just have to be a little bit careful. Oh, maybe our Palico is a healing Palico, because he just dropped down a healing fruit. Pick this up. And now we have a little bit of a heal there. Very, very nice. Not generally recommended to loot for items while you're in the middle of combat, especially in multiplayer, but since I know I have a bit of an opening there, I just want to get a few of the Izuchi items.
Get after it!
right. So one nice thing is usually monsters are going to try and run away. It's usually not a downside for us because a lot of the time that means we can just recuperate, we can repair our weapons, get it back to full sharpness so we don't have to worry about it as much. And we can just very casually follow the monster around. You don't ever have to make sure that you're right on the monster's butt because a lot of the time you just need a little bit of that breather. Heal up, get ready, and be good to go. Uh-oh. I'm not too used to the counters with the longsword. It's a very counter-focused weapon. But by golly, I'ma try. Aw, man, that wasn't a counter either. It feels bad, man. Oops. As I whiff all those attacks. I'm a god. Best player in A. Oh my god, how? How do I do this every time? Oh, please, there we go. Now I'm getting angry. Hey, there we go. Now we have a new mount. Gonna give us a little tutorial on the mounting system. So now we have full control of the monster here. Really all we need to focus on here is actually knocking the monster down, but if this was not our target monster, then we could focus on attacking other monster and getting their parts by doing light attacks and strong attacks. So as you can see here, I have a light attack, and you can always cancel these moves using emergency evades. I'm not going to do that though right now because I want to use those for restabilizing the monster when we ram him into the wall. We're just showing those off. If you're using directional inputs, you'll be able to change what type of move he does. But right now, we want to launch the monster into the wall, and we'll be using our Wirebugs that we have currently to allow us to do the maximum amount of damage possible. And when we finish this, the monster will be on the ground permanently, or not permanently, but for a period of time, and will not be able to flee, and not really be able to move around a whole lot. He'll be able to attack, but not with his full moveset either. So as you can see here, we have now tied him to the ground with those Wirebugs. This will allow us to do really big damage to the monster.
You shouldn't have ticked me off!
And just like that, that's our first real big monster killed with our own gear. Not with arena gear given to us or something along those lines. But yeah, we did it. Great Izuchi, also a really great monster to farm for parts. His weapons are fun, especially his hunting horn's a lot of fun. On top of that, his armor has, I think, a lot of crit boosts along those lines. We'll take a look at it once we get back to town so we can kind of contrast and compare with the current armor sets that we're allowed to make. And we probably also unlocked the ability to make the Bofango head because we got the the said head from one of the Bofango, which is kind of weird, but also nice. Nothing like having a Bofango head on our head. One nice thing is you can also attack with your dog, so if you want to break these bushes open, always nice, or if you want to mess up a cat. The game does note that you do less damage if you're controlling your dog to attack, but it's really just meant for clearing those bushes, things like that. Alrighty. What a wonderful sight indeed. Some Izuchi pelts and hides, things like that. And lots of items from our Palico as we were exploring the map. On top of that, they even plundered a Bofango pelt. Not too bad. There we go. Lots of Kamura tickets as well as 528 Zenny. And our pets are happily and healthily growing up alongside us. Mission may have taken 17 minutes, but that's just because we were exploring the world and having some fun. Can't say I've seen anyone put more enthusiasm into hunting a Great Izuchi. I knew you had real talent, but you're putting all those other hunters to shame. You could even be... look at me here, rambling on like the old fool I am. Pretend you heard nothing, okay? I hate his laugh. Anywho, now that you handled that urgent quest, Hinoa has 2-star quests ready to roll. Why don't you go check them out? Oh my god. We've unlocked leather armor. And because we've ranked up, there's a bunch of new stuff for us to go check out. So let's go ahead and grab these side quests as we wrap up the video here, as it's always going to be pretty important for us to do this. Aha, so this guy helps you unlock new Palamute gear, which can be extremely useful in locking down monsters. Palamutes are great at just distracting monsters and having them focus on something else other than yourself. Of course, this is not always the most opportune thing to do. Sometimes you want to play with no buddies, so the monster is always on you. But in 9 times out of 10, as a new player, you're probably going to want your buddies distracting the monster every now and again. Hey, Payne, can I ask you something? I'm working on some Palamute gear ideas. Stuff that should be a big help when you're out hunting. I've managed to complete one thing that I'm rather proud of, but I need someone to test it out for me. It's a little finicky though, so I can only entrust it to someone able to properly train a Palamute. If you can train one of your Palamutes, I'd happily give it to you. What do you think? So we need a level 5 Palamute to be able to get the reward of Healing Blade Scroll and Diversion Scroll. Both similar to what I'm talking about. Healing Blade would be nice for giving us some health back, or it might actually heal the dog himself, one of the two. But the Diversion Scroll will just distract the monsters straight up. Very, very good stuff. We won't talk to the Guild Marm just yet. We'll go to the Buddy Plaza, as I think we might have unlocked. Hey, the Argosy. Very nice. Beautiful. So the Argosy is unlocked. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like our Meowcenaries are ready to go, but we're kind of training up our pack of Meowcenaries as we speak anyway, so not really that big of a deal. Rondine the Trader. Alrighty. Hunter, we are finally ready. Ready for the most magnificent trading you and I shall ever undertake. Allow me to explain. First, you will borrow the submarine, which you may use to send a buddy to far-off markets to collect items of your choosing. Second, you may also purchase my wares from the Argosy. I intend to keep it stocked with items that are rare finds in Kamura. I will accept Kamura points as currency in this case. Consider the prospect well, and then make your purchase as it pleases you. Now do come by when you wish to enjoy the wonders of travel and trade.
Until we meet again.
All right, Rondine. Well, we don't have anyone to send your way, so we're going to go ahead and grab another Palico while we're at it. Hopefully a high level one, but, you know, at the end of the day, we can't always be happy. Ah, Plunderer. Nice. Let's go ahead and grab that guy. Spend 400 Zenny to hire this buddy. Absolutely. These guys are nice. They have a weapon that they can throw at the opponent that'll essentially allow them to steal some items from the monster at hand, which is always super nice. Really great to bring them on every hunt. Fighters are also great with Rousing Roar and Power Drum on there. Pretty nice stuff. Furious as well. Ooh, lots of sexy things on there. All right, let's just grab the highest level cat for now. Yuri! You're the one. Yuri the one. I hate myself. All right, let's go over here. Back to the Argosy. So I did buy 2 cats there, but I just wanted the extra one that with the Plunderer skill there to start leveling in the Buddy Dojo when we come back to that. Exit the tutorial. Yes. Okay, there we go. I don't know why that was such a difficult decision. Yes, get me out of this tutorial. Thank you. Okay. So, first thing you do, you select the pet at hand. We will grab the highest level one that we have, which is Yuri. And your pets, I believe, get a tiny amount of EXP while we're farming certain items. So we have 60 honey right now, which is actually pretty decent. I may want to start farming some flash bugs. Something along those lines, or even blue mushrooms might be pretty sexy. Yeah, I'm feeling like parashrooms are also great because that allows us to get some trank bombs. thunderbugs as well for us to start working on getting some more traps. So you know what? Instead of flash bugs, even though these will give us a little bit of an edge when we're throwing stuff at the monster, we can always grab flash bugs mid-round. Let's grab some thunderbugs, and then later maybe some parashrooms, and then later maybe some sleep herbs, which we can't seem to have access right now, but in the future, we'll definitely get it. And if you ever find yourself lacking on honey and you're worried about your mega potion supply count, always pick honey. Honey is the best thing ever, and no, I'm not sponsored by it. Although if they want to give me money for that, I mean, sure, why not? Sure. Anyone from Honey watching the Bots Runner video? You guys want to sponsor me, dude? Regardless, though, here you go. Thunderbug. We will not cancel the supply request. We will confirm. Okay, a cute little animation. You only get one farming spot right now. In this case, one submarine. And as you'd expect, as we level throughout low rank, we'll be able to have our second and third submarine to be able to get some more bargains going in. Speaking of bargains, we're able to tell our cats, based on their level, what type of bargaining they should use. Unfortunately, our cat is not level 5, but the moment he is, we'll be using this perk called Casual Bargaining, which will basically increase the amount of items they return with. So instead of getting one Thunderbug, maybe they'll get 2 or 3 or more depending on the bargain itself. You can also go for speedier bargains, which essentially are a better version of casual bargains, but you only get 3 for the effect, and you have to be level 15. You're spending more Kamura points overall. You'll be spending 300 to get what casual bargain gets you for 100 if you wanted to go for 6 quests. But at the end of the day, it's usually a little bit better to go for the speedy bargains, unless you're just going to be a little bit more casual like myself. I love going for the more casual bargains, and then later on whatever gives me the most in this type of fashion. With level 35 being the max for your pets, you can imagine that at level 35 we get more perks and bargains that we get to use. Both your dogs and your cats can do all this stuff, so just highest level your cat you have, send them out. Fortunately, like I said, we don't have anything, and we don't have Legnia nuts, or Legnia apples, excuse me, so we're not able to do anything bargaining-wise. So every quest we can come back here and see what they've collected. At this point, I do like to make sure that we've stolen from the Kohoot nest. Otherwise, we might run into situations where I just haven't been coming back here, and then I miss out on a few extra Kohoot items. Hey, there we go, our first Legnia apple. Very nice. So we'll be able to use that to help with the buddy leveling, which I might actually do. Do I do this now or later? We'll do it later, because we've already spent 1,000 Kamura points on this anyway. 7 rounds to go. Sooner or later, we'll be able to spend that. Essentially, the Legnia apple will have a little fire icon, and then give us a chance to level those buddies even faster, and they'll be even higher level than before. It's really, really cool stuff. Senior Hunter Hananaga. Oh, yo, it's you. Heard you've been doing pretty well lately. Not that I've expected any less from a rookie I took under my wing. To help you keep up the good work, here's some more great Wirebugs I caught. Hope you'll find them useful. Hey, there we go. So now we have 6 more great Wirebugs to use, which we'll most likely be spending very quickly. I do love to litter the maps with great Wirebugs. They're very fun to get around, especially if you plan on using 2 Palicos at some point.
May I help you?
Ah, good tidings, Master Pate. I have stocked a special selection of items expressly suited to your very exploits. Each and every one is guaranteed to be of use of you. I highly recommend that you give them your consideration.
Back anytime.
Great, so now that we've ranked up in Hunter rank, or in Village rank in this case, we're able to choose from even more items. And on top of that, we have a lottery. You can also use your amiibos, up to a maximum of 3 amiibos, to get some extra lotteries. But really don't worry about it too much if you don't have amiibos. They are quite expensive, and it's not necessary in any way, but if you have them, you might as well spend them, right?
This should be fun.
So hit the lottery. You always seem to get a bingo. And then he'll give you some potions, trap tools, bombs, and whatnot. It's really not amazing stuff, but it's something. It's something. 500 Zenny for this is definitely a freaking great deal. But yeah, once you get to like endgame, like the lottery becomes moot, right? It's not very important.
Anything catch your fancy?
Definitely one of the best things is when he's on selling stuff on a sale. Always great to pick things up like trap tools, large barrels, and later getting the materials you need to create large barrel bombs. Although if you're rocking money and he's on a deal, might as well buy a bunch of large barrel bombs. Especially when we get to higher rank, we'll be able to buy loads and loads and loads of this stuff. But for right now, I think we're going to buy... we're going to send it to our item box. We're going to buy about 5 of these trap tools.
Coming right
So
up.
in the future, if we ever plan on capturing monsters, which we most definitely will be, this will allow us to have the items that we need to make some of those traps. And we want to make more and more and more and more as we go on. All right, so for now, we're going to wrap this video up. In the next video, we'll do some more conversations in Kamura Village and take on another quest that is needed of us. And other than that, thank you so much for watching. I'm Akamain101. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking it as it does support the channel, and subscribing if you'd like to see when the next video comes out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy.